Hi guys, it's Mr. Like. I'm here in Like Labs thinking a lot about how these rivers can actually change the landscape around us. They can actually change rock. So I gathered up some different types of rock. Let me show you what I found. I have some really large rocks here. If you look here, you can see some of the properties of this rock. It looks like it's been kind of worn away. It's a little rough and very, very hard. We've got different kinds of rock that are all like chipped and taken from probably even larger pieces of rock. Over here, I've got some pebbles. Now look at these. These are actually pebbles of rock. This is rock very similar to the rock that I had over there. In fact, they have a lot of the same properties. They're rough, they're big enough to hold, and yeah, they're very rocky. What's the difference between this rock and this rock? Or even better, if we look at here, I have some more of those pebbles, but they're actually in some sand. So you can see there's actually a bunch of different types of sizes of rock. In fact, it makes even some dust as I move it around. So I've got lots of different kinds of sizes of rock, from pebbles, similar to this, all the way down to tiny grains of sand. And finally, if we look at some real sand, I've got some fine sand. Some very, very fine sand. And I wonder what this would look like if I was able to look really, really close. Because this rock, this sand, and these pebbles actually look very similar to this, just on a much smaller scale. So how are all these related? Today, we're going to start investigating and see if we can't figure out how these types of rocks are related to each other. So today, we're actually going to be looking really closely at this sand and see if we can't figure out how this sand is actually made.